Rolling.
You feel free to kick us off, Plague Man.
Oh God, we haven't done this in a while, so here we go.
Yeah, it's been a whole 2 weeks, same as last time.
It's been a whole 2 weeks. Dude, 2 weeks feels like so long. It's crazy. Anyway, hi guys, welcome to Spicy Chicken Sammich, what would be the 10th or the 14th episode. We have two lovely people who might be hosts for the next time. How about you guys introduce yourselves, and that's it.
I feel like I'm at a 5th grade talent show. Like he's emceeing for a bunch of elementary schoolers.
Please welcome our first host to the stage.
Hi, my name is Aidan, and I'm gonna be juggling for you.
And I'm Nathaniel, and I'm
Nathaniel.
I'm going to be clapping my nuts to the beat of Staying Alive.
It's 10 o'clock, I'm kind of tired, but hey, I got an energy drink with me, and these guys got 2 pieces of paper. We gotta do the Head of Mystery.
Oh, it's got a theme song now, actually.
Oh, we got a theme song.
Oh, why'd you pick that hat, you fucker?
Because any other hat would not be able to fit the contents in here.
He's got a squid hat, which makes me think the Nazis should have won the war.
Did you put fucking...
Carter, please, for the love of God.
Are those fucking Pop-Tarts? What the hell?
It's a squid noise.
You are not allowed to play with that as soon as this bit is over with.
Dude, that thing's going across the room.
Yeah, preferably in a dumpster.
Actually, for my idea, we do need the head for the entire episode.
Oh, god damn you.
If you fiddle with it and ruin the audio again, I swear
it's not ruining it. It's adding on to the effects.
No, the fuck it isn't. If you ever fucking edit something, then I'll let you have an opinion. But until that day, which will never happen, shut your fucking ass.
Alright, how about you just hold it between your legs and we pick from it?
I hate that, but sure. Nice crinkly crotch. Let's go.
Alright, do it at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, stick your hand there.
Is this candy?
The fuck?
This is a Quest bar, cookies and cream.
This is a Cliff Bar Blueberry Almond Crisp.
What the fuck?
Cool. Pick one, bastards.
Do we like cookies and cream or do we like blueberry almond?
This Cliff Bar sounds fucking disgusting.
I would agree with that.
And I don't know...
Well, the last time we picked the interesting one, we talked about Hitler for 25 minutes. So let's just pick the milquetoast answer.
Yeah, sure. I like cookies and cream.
Cool. All right. 10 minutes of small talk.
Gosh, the tension is welling up.
The tension. What have you guys been doing for 2 weeks? I haven't seen you for like 5 days. Where have you been?
I've been in the fucking boonies.
Nice.
Well, I should let everyone else go because I might take a while.
This episode's gonna be an entire, story based off of Aidan's experience in the boonies.
Yeah.
Give a title, because I have a title for mine.
Okay, my title is, You're Leaking.
My title is I Got Leaked On.
Nice!
Hit me.
So, Aidan, you were here for this. This is from today, actually. So,
Oh, yeah.
So we moved into this house when it was still pretty cold, but now the grass has sprung, and with it, an entire field full of dandelions.
Oh, yeah.
Parasitic dandelions that we must get rid of at all costs. However, we did not come with a working lawnmower, so a gracious family friend of mine graciously gifted a gracious gift to us, a push mower. However, we had to oil and gas it up, which would not be a problem, but we've run into a bit of a
little bit of a snag.
So everything was going pretty smooth. We drained the existing oil. We oiled it up, a little bit smelly, but it's fine. These things are expected. What was the saying? You can't break an egg without getting it a little greasy. Something about an omelet. Anyway.
I lost you. What?
So we went to go pour gasoline in this thing. We began pouring the gas, and when so
you ever had a penis? Just imagine a jet stream of gasoline shooting out of a lawnmower penis, and you have a pretty good visual of what we went through.
Yeah, the lawnmower pissed out all the gas as it was going in. We freaked the fuck out a little bit.
Yeah, directly onto the motor.
Yep, we seem to be missing some sort of cap, so the weeds are still out there in full force. Aidan sprayed them, which will hopefully hold them off a little bit. But yeah, we currently do not have a working mower.
And there's also one, and you talked about it a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
There's a lawnmower in the shed they completely forgot about, the previous tenants, but it don't fucking work neither.
I think it would be wise to try to get this push mower started up, because it seems like besides that, it doesn't have any visible problems. Although
It's also probably an easier task to restore that.
very true. This was a pretty sad day. Not much got done, but we have supplies now. We haven't dealt with the problem yet, but we're getting to dealing with the problem.
Also, whoever left the garage door open, I'm mildly irritated at you, and that's pretty much it.
I went in through the back.
Both the actual door and the garage door were wide open, and when I got back...
I'm gonna say that was a joint effort.
Yeah, and Gabe was there too, so all three of us fucked up.
True.
There were 3 levels of defense and all of them failed.
Cool.
Also, we were preoccupied this evening, which we'll get to in Chicken Nugget Bit, I assume.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Without question.
We'll get to that then.
That was my afternoon.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Well, so I have a bit of a tale. I don't know how long this should I save this for post activity so I know how much time I have? This could be an ordeal.
I was gonna have it, so you guys have 5 minutes on
This?
Yeah. So there's
Okay.
multiple parts.
Okay, well, to give you an idea of what's in front of us right now, we have a piece of paper and a nice flare pen in betwixt each of us.
Yeah, it's some good stuff.
Yeah, I have no idea what we're in for.
Alright.
The paper ones are always the best ones, though.
Should I explain it, or...
We could jump right in. If you think that there's a part of your story that you could leave off at, maybe leave us wanting more.
I can split up into acts.
Give us a good Act 1. Hook us.
Okay, Act 1, the bad part. So,
Bad part.
I've been planning with a couple of friends of mine to go to a music festival called Shaky Knees. It's held in Georgia annually, and a bunch of bands are going to play there. And I was promised that we'd get to see all sorts of bands that I super love, like Tenacious D, Greta Van Fleet, and I signed up thinking we'd go for at least 2 of the 3 days. Uh-oh.
What happened?
We dropped out of the day that had all the bands I cared about, and we only went on the day that they cared about. So that was pretty cool. That was several months ago. Fast forwarding a bit, because I'm the only one in the group that's 21 years old, I was the only one that could get us a hotel room, which is probably why they invited me, to be honest. But...
Damn, so not only did they screw you, they were using you as well. What
yeah,
the hell?
it feels that way, but it doesn't. They're wonderful people. But basically, I reserved this hotel room several months in advance, and they're like, oh, you need an ID to check in. And so I'm like, yeah, okay, I got an ID. It's fine. I have a driver's license. I can drive, and everything's great. Even if, because, when you turn 21, your license is supposed to expire pretty soon after that. I misplaced my license at one point during, sophomore year of high school, so I figured, okay, the timer on reset when I got a new license. Makes sense? Yep, that is not an issue. I have an ID. Everything's fine. Uh-oh. That's not how that works.
Oh.
They just made a copy of the ID that I lost, which meant that when they're like, you need to have a working ID, I checked it, and it had expired the day before.
Oh.
Which is just some really, really cool luck. So I call the hotel and I'm like, hey, listen, I have an ID. It is expired, but I am clearly the person in the picture. You can just look at the picture and look at me and be like, yeah, it's the same guy. And also I'm calling you in advance while the ID is still valid. So I'm like, yeah, okay, so this should be fine, right? And the person at the front desk is like,
Do you have a passport?
uh-oh. Basically, that wasn't gonna work either. She clearly wasn't having any of it. Fuck. And so I'm like, okay, you know what? I can get a temporary license by going through the, Secretary of State office, and I can get myself a temporary license, ergo temporary ID, ergo everything's fine, right? So I go through and get this thing paid for. I get this, email that says temporary license withheld. Uh-oh. So now I'm on the phone with people over there, like, why the fuck does everybody in the state get a temporary license except for me? And they're like,
Oh, that was just a mistake.
so I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Cool.
So they send me a link to this PDF. Uh-oh. There's a clause in the PDF which states that this is not a valid form of ID.
Oh.
I'm up shit creek without a paddle, and now everybody who has a stake in this debate is not going to work with me. Uh-oh.
I didn't realize how much of a fiasco this was. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And this is before you went.
This is before I even went. So I call a friend who's going with me, and she's like,
Well, okay, maybe if you, read through fucking documents, you can figure out something to do with it.
it's like when you apply for an ID, you get a temporary one so you can drive while your current one is, in the mail system, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a special paper, right? Its clause has an extra clause at the bottom, and it says, not a valid form of ID unless presented with a current ID.
Oh.
Uh-oh. My ID is expired.
Right.
Why on earth would current ID refer to the fucking one in the mail? Because that one's an ID without the fucking paper, right? So why would that paper say you need a fucking ID for it to be an ID? That's like if my fucking watch said, oh, you can get into anywhere if you have the right documentation. That's fucking stupid. Dumbest shit ever. And But here was my thing with that. Because the PDF fucking voids the ID anyway. I think that they'll see reason if you tell them that. This thing ontologically proves, I think that's the right word. It ontologically proves that this is a valid ID. The ID that is defunct by the virtue of that PDF existing, it should be fine, right? Uh-oh. Now I gotta print it.
Oh.
So, they're gonna pick me up from this house. We don't have a printer. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna fucking run from the house to campus and use a printer there, right? That I trust. And remember, my story was called, what was it called? It was called,
It was called I Got Leaked On or something like that.
Yeah, huge fucking rainstorm.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, it's just a little rain. How bad could it be? There will be more uh-ohs in the future. So I'm running to the armory, fucking sopping wet. I spent so much time on my hair. The hair gel is like water soluble, right? So it's melting off, getting in my eyes and causing them to sting. My glasses are all fucking covered in water, so I can't see. I take off my coat and I put over my backpack to keep all my shit dry, which kinda worked. We'll get to that. But I get to the armory, and at this point, the laptop case has like water creeping in. And so I'm like, no, I'm not going back out there. That's not fucking happening. And I go to print it. Uh-oh.
What?
Printer out of ink.
Boy.
So I have to go to people and be like, where's the fucking ink?
Well, it's all end of semester, so I don't know if we'll have any. It should be over here, but it's the end. Like, we might be out.
And it's like, fuck you.
I guess you're shit out of luck.
So I run back over to the printing station and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Color printer. And so I print that bitch in color. It was still a black and white document. But I printed it in color, and I'm like, all right, I'm at the building, pick me the fuck up. Rain's harder than ever. That will have fallout. We'll get to that. All my shit's sopping wet. I'm cold. Everything sucks. And I get to the car. End of Act 1.
What the fuck?
That's Act 1.
Why do you need your ID for a hotel? That doesn't make sense. When we got a hotel during spring break, I did not need to show my ID at all.
I was doing my, like, Reservoir Dog style, like, rehearsing my lines before I got there, too. This is a valid document. You know, if you don't believe that I'm me, when the real Aidan shows up, you give him a big fat kiss on the ass. Knowing I had to fight tooth and nail to make them accept that I was who I was, because they were not helpful in the before times. But yeah, I made sure to call everyone and be like, hey, listen, they might turn to the way at the door after paying $200 for this fucking place. Bring sleep stuff.
So, speaking of stuff, Carter.
Yeah, what's up?
This whole intense story, and here I am giving you guys a task.
Let's cleanse the palate a little bit. We'll just have some chill bro time. It'll be
Chill
a nice
bro
little break.
time.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I need some time to calm down.
Anyway, this episode's called Mutiny 2.
Mutiny 2!
Aidan just takes it over, and I'm like, well, alright.
We have the respective energy bars.
Yeah,
I don't want this fucking thing.
Ah, damn, that sucks.
This sounds so fucking gross. Like, no joke. This sounds like the grossest fucking energy bar I've ever seen.
Cool, if you shut up, I can explain what I'm gonna do. So, the last time I hosted, we talked about power, and I've realized after some thought that you guys are very wimpy.
Wow, cool.
What I wanted to do
And yet
was-
we're still holding a mutiny.
Yeah, in order to have a lot of power, you gotta be expressive. I gave you guys 2 protein bars.
Uh-huh.
This episode is gonna be based off of poems.
Poems.
Poems. There's gonna be different types of poems that I want to address to you guys, and also...
What, you're gonna make us eat? You're gonna
That's
make
so many protein
You
bars!
don't have to eat the whole
That's
thing!
so many calories. And I just brushed my teeth, you fucker.
Well,
And I want to die at 40.
you don't have to eat the whole thing, but I'm gonna give you a specific type of poem. You have to take a bite of the protein bar and express your feelings via poem.
Oh, alright. Okay.
So you're gonna be like haiku, and I'll write a haiku about how I feel about this cookies and cream bar?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm on board.
Okay, sure.
I'm gonna hate it, but I'll do it.
Yeah. You know, obviously there is not enough for everybody.
Yeah, he put out 5 more, which is a strange number.
Well, if you don't want that one, then...
I'll take what I drew.
Cool. But yeah, so the first one will be, let's just go with a haiku.
A haiku? It's a
What?
Japanese poem, right?
It is a Japanese old poem set in 3 lines where it is 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables.
I guess let's give it a shot, shall we? This is This is a nightmare.
Are you okay?
I got it. Okay.
Oh god, that thing looks fucking... That's an artery clogger.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you don't have to eat the whole thing, but you gotta take a bite out of
Yeah,
it.
no way.
Oh.
If we eat the whole thing, we're gonna get...
No.
It smells like a rotten Kit Kat.
Protein
Oh,
bars.
what the fuck?
That is disgusting.
Express your feelings via poem and not through actual speech.
Alright. Ah! Oh!
This reminds me of the time that I made you guys milkshakes.
Oh, what the fuck?
Like, what is this made with?
A blend of milk protein, whey protein.
Yeah, it's milk. It's congealed fucking milk. Stop crinkling it!
This tastes like fucking clay, dude.
Okay.
They expressed it through poem.
I'll get writing.
God, this idea sucks. It was good inside my head, and then I'm like, oh.
I'm done.
Oh, that was fast.
I think our poems I caught a glimpse, I think ours are pretty similar.
That was so bad. Why is it so bad? Who eats this shit? Would they make this because people buy it? Who the fuck buys this shit?
People who want to get really muscular.
Fuck them.
You know, I can see why this is used for, like, diet stuff, because if this is your definition of food, you won't eat very often.
Oh, no. Oh, almost. Oh, God. Who should reveal their poem first?
I feel like I've been talking a lot. You go.
Okay, so, quick reminder, it's a haiku, 575. Let's get it done. So this is about the Blueberry Almond Crisp Clif Bar. Fuck my fucking life. Jesus fuck, this is so ass. Go fuck yourself, Cliff.
Alright, here's mine. Fuck this fucking shit. Dare you to say God exists? It's snowing on Mount Fuji.
Oh, fuck you.
Watch my fingers go.
Sorry, Carter made a haiku once where the last line was, watch my fingers go, and
He actually didn't make that. We looked up an example, and that was one of the
It was
first
like
results.
It was like to write a haiku, one must be really good. Yeah, watch my fingers go. It's really stupid, and we all laughed at it for like 30 minutes.
Okay, so ours are pretty similar.
Pretty similar.
Nate's is more, like, it keeps to its theme better.
That's true, yeah. Aidan's a lot jumbled around.
Yeah, but each line of mine has a different purpose.
It does have a different purpose.
So do you like the homogeneity, or do you like the broad reach?
You asked us to convey our emotions. I feel like he kind of lost it a little bit.
You know, tell me your haiku again. Yeah, both of you.
We'll go at the same time.
No,
Okay.
no.
Fuck my
this fucking
life.
Dare you
Jesus,
to
fuck
say
this
God
is so
exists.
ass.
It's
Go
snowing
fuck
on Mount
yourself,
Fuji.
Cliff.
Both of you guys sound like you are not speaking through the soul and only reading it off of a page. You guys gotta be very expressive
I'm
about
clearing cookies and cream into my fucking esophagus. What do you want from me?
I'm gonna quote my poem when I say go fuck yourself.
it. Okay, fine. Aiden gets the point.
I'll take it!
I was robbed.
You told me to go fuck myself, so I can only give it a...
Throw these back in the hat.
Yeah, you can throw it back in the squid hat.
No, what? Ew, why? No, get rid of them. There's a trash can right there.
Anyway, Aidan, what is part 2 of the story? This is going to be a very long podcast episode. I don't care.
We're at half an hour now, actually.
This is fine. I'm okay with like staying up as late as I want.
As the editor, I have reservations, but... Act 2, the badder part.
No. How?
Okay, so, we on the road, boys. We're heading the 13 hours from base camp all the way to Atlanta, Georgia. That's a lot of distance.
Oh yeah, I'm aware.
So,
What'd you do on your spare time, Aidan?
well, my first order was to see if everything of mine was okay, because of all the rainwater, right?
Uh-huh.
And... So...
Hey, that's a step up from uh-oh.
That is a step up from
So, I'm like, you know, I haven't eaten much today. I'll check my snacks. Uh-oh. So, apparently, Mike and Ike's are water soluble.
Oh no. Oh no.
So,
Just a giant glob of Mike and Ike's.
yeah, I had 3 boxes of Mike and Ike's. All 3 were waterlogged to fucking back. So the entire front pocket of my bag was completely destroyed.
Oh no.
Like, I opened it, it was the smell of a smorgasbord of every artificial flavor under the sun. There's, like, swollen Mike and Ike stuck to the inside of the zipper. And, like, I had a sketch pad with me. Every every page was a fucking rainbow. It was a goddamn nightmare. So that was ungood. So all I had that was left were the things that were like perma-sealed in bags. And I happened to bring a shitload of Takis. That'll be an uh-oh later. All my shit is sticky, all my clothes are wet, and I'm in the car, which for everybody else is like 80 degrees and they have the air blasting. I'm frigid. And I'm trying to fall asleep in the back seat, and I can't because I'm cold, and I'm sad, and everything sucks ass. This is more or less the marinating phase where I'm like, this is gonna be a rough fucking couple of days. Just the whole time, paranoid and unable to fall asleep because what if the hotel doesn't accept my document? Because it's writing on this contrivance that by current license, it means my expired license. I could tell by the way this person's voice was on the phone that she was a black woman.
Okay.
She just had that kind of voice. I was worried about it because, you know, she'd already denied me once.
If the hotel clerk fucking catches that, they're just the biggest Karen. Oh, you also gotta think it's probably not the same person there. Unless it is. Uh-oh.
Okay, so after 13 hours, we get to Atlanta, all go to a McDonald's, and we start eating, and everybody's looking at me, and they're all mad. They're giving me these death stares, and I'm like, oh no, what have I fucked up in some major way? So we're on the way to an aquarium to spend the afternoon there, but you know, my shoes have been wet all fucking day and night. I'm gonna get trench foot unless I take this shoe off. And so I like start to eke the shoe off, and I am hit with the most rancid rot smell ever.
I mean, yeah, if you're there for 14 hours.
I have realized at this point I am nose blind to whatever odor I am emanating. And it is a bad time. Now I'm like, they better get us a hotel because I need to shower immediately. So we get to the hotel after this aquarium visit, which is actually quite nice. That was a nice visit. But I go to the front desk, and there are two front desks, but both desks were fronted by black women who fit the bill of the people who rejected me already. And so I was like, oh, they said no once, and I come with this document I just magically found less than 36 hours ago. They're gonna be fucking upset.
It's a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, so
flip a coin.
You go to the one that I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's not her. And then she's like,
Okay, well, we'll talk to people if we can get this worked out, but I gotta go on break, so you go talk to her.
And so I'm like, so now I have to talk to who I didn't want to fucking talk to. Thankfully, my luck finally turned around, and they gave us a room. Which was like the first good thing to happen on this whole trip.
The first event not accompanied by uh-oh.
Yeah. Grab all my, like, still damp shit, and we haul ass into the room, and I'm like, I cannot wait to shower and just get all this gunk off and out of me. And so I've done that, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna grab my change of clothes, and we're gonna just fucking get all washed up. Uh-oh. Not only are my clothes part of the victims of this dampening party, but I discover that there is a hole in the front pocket of my backpack, and the Mike and Ike's invaded.
No.
And they're threaded in all of my spare clothes, and nothing I can do will get them out. Those shirts are ruined.
Oh no.
What the fuck?
They were everywhere. The shirts were stained all different colors. It was so fucked up. Even the underwear was fucking destroyed. And I'm like, somehow, despite everything, these are a downgrade. So I just marinated in it.
Oh.
The laundry machines were busted. Public ones were out. I got in the corner of the room where nobody could smell or see me, and I wrote an essay for school all day that day, and then I fell asleep in a chair. All the other people on the trip were girls. I feel like it'd be weird to be like, hey, you got a robot there for me. So I decided
Don't mind me, I'm just snuggle underneath the covers.
I decided to sleep in a chair. This chair was in front of the AC unit. This AC unit is very aggressive. You can't turn it off. Like, there's a thermostat on the wall, but not for the AC unit. So it was just like waking me up every 15 minutes with a cold blast of air. And my only blanket was the wet flannel.
You couldn't move the chair at all?
I think it was bolted to the floor. I couldn't get it to move.
Oh, wow.
How much was the hotel room?
$200 for four people.
Really?
For one night.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I guess it is Atlanta, Georgia, though.
Well, here's the thing, though. When I booked the hotel room, they're like, okay, can I see your credit card? And I'm like, I prepaid for this. Oh, yeah, this is for, like, if you choose to use like the confectionaries in the room, because they switched computers, right? Because the one went on break, went to the other desk, and they had not put in that I'd already paid in advance. So I was on the phone with the bank this morning, getting that $200 taken off my card, which is also why when I went to go pay for parking on concert day, my card bounced because there was $5 left on it.
Jesus.
So I had to go out and carry into my savings to pay for parking.
If I didn't already know that you were just like a being of misfortune, I would have called you out for bullshitting like 10 minutes ago. This is all like, how the fuck did all of this happen in the same day?
Yeah, so I smell like a dog's rectum. I haven't slept in like 48 hours, and nobody wants to talk to me. The only reason why they brought me is because they needed someone to pay for the hotel, which they made me do twice, and I almost couldn't even do that. Every contribution of mine was a fucking waste. End of Act 2.
Anyway, let's eat some gross fucking protein bars to cool off.
Yeah, Aidan, calm down. Eat a protein bar.
Yeah, because the last one was so relaxing on my senses.
Let's not do the same brand that you guys had before. Hey, don't pick the Cliff Bar.
You want this one? You had a pretty bad one last time.
This is called Rex Bar.
Yeah, Rex Bar.
I'll take this chocolate sea salt Rex Bar.
You had Quest before. You can have Cliff.
I had Quest before? Oh, okay, I'll take Quest. Yeah.
The next poem is gonna be a limerick.
A limerick?
A limerick.
How does those go?
It is 5 lines.
Is it ABAB?
No, it's AABBA.
AABBA.
It's like da 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 da. That's a limerick.
Limited by syllables?
Isn't it?
It's not limited by syllables.
You just have
but
to...
you do have to rhyme the A's with the B's.
Isn't there like the syllables matter, right?
It's the A's have to be longer than the B's.
Limerick syllable. I know this matters.
Okay,
look it up.
Yeah.
Line 1 and line 2 have to be between 8 and 9 syllables.
8 and 9.
Okay.
Line 3 and line 4 have to be between 5 and 6. So 8 and 9 and then 5 to 6. And it's about the energy bar, yeah.
Okay, wait. So
why are you writing stuff down? You didn't even have
keeping the syllables straight.
Yeah,
I did that too.
I cannot fucking remember this shit.
The 8's rhyme and the 5's rhyme.
Okay.
Let's go for it. Cool mint choco. Oh, wow.
That one looks really good.
It smells edible. Is that dark choco?
It just says choco. I don't know what.
I like salted chocolate.
It's chocolate sea salt.
Sea salt, yeah.
Aye. All right, let's go for it.
This thing looks processed.
Oh yeah, all these are 100% processed.
The first instant was pretty good.
And then it's lingering in my mouth and I don't like it anymore.
Imagine if you like freeze-dried Lucky Charms without the marshmallows.
Ew. Yeah, this one's gonna take a while, so yeah. I got a lot to say.
Martin's all so bad.
Dude, it's a protein bar.
This tastes like fucking cum.
Express it through poetry.
I still haven't I cannot swallow this. I want to cry.
Okay, I'm done.
There are dates, eggs, whites. There are dates, egg whites.
There are dates, eggs, and whites. Yeah. No wonder it tastes like.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Damn it.
I'm gonna have to leave that in because I'm an asshole like that.
There's fire. We can be racist. It's okay.
We're white!
Who knows? I'm actually like half French.
They're white!
I'm not half French. I lied about it. Please cut.
I know you said you were gonna leave. Please cut it out.
Please cut it out.
Okay, I'll cut it out.
We're just gonna talk about
You can
it.
keep in me saying to cut. You can keep in me saying to cut it out, but cut it out.
I'll just put in like the sound of rolling waves and it'll just get louder and louder until you can't hear anything.
Yeah. Wow. We're really having some serious weather.
Yeah, that's actually my damp ass from the story.
Oh yeah, I smell that. What the fuck?
Are you done yet, Nate?
Sorry.
Mine is more of an experience than an emotional story.
That's fine.
That might hurt me. Here's my 88558. There's some mint in my little face. At first my mouth was a good place, but then all those charms gave way to true harms, and then it became a disgrace.
That was pretty good.
That was good. Yeah.
That was really good.
Anyway, here's mine based on the chocolate sea salt Rex bar. What is this fucking texture? Ew. I'd rather consume horse shit stew. I really want to cry. I'd really rather die than take a second bite anew.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, that's really good too.
God, I gotta look at these a little bit more.
Okay, we'll do it again at the same time.
Yeah, do it
Yeah.
at the same time.
Okay.
What
There's
is
some
this
mint
fucking
in my
texture?
little face.
Ew.
At
I'd
first,
rather
my
consume
mouth was
horse
a good
shit
place.
stew.
But
I
then
really
all those
want to
charms
cry.
I'd really rather die
and
than
then
take
it
a second
became a
bite anew.
disgrace.
I didn't understand a word of. Actually, I did understand a word. Nate's U's really stuck out, so I'll give Nate the point.
I'll take it.
Valid. I'm okay with this.
Rhyming U with stew, and it makes me very happy.
Just the phrase horseshit stew is
yeah,
like...
horseshit stew.
Yeah, that's something else.
Alright, anyway, part 3.
Get this fucking thing off the table.
I'll only give it one more round.
Act 1 was the bad part. Act 2 was the badder part.
Act 3 was the ugly part.
Oh, that would have been funny. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna go with when
I
you said
will
bad.
retroactively do that. Act 1 is the good, Act 2 is the bad, Act 3 is the ugly.
What? You cannot retcon Act 1 into the good part.
It's my fucking story. Lick my balls.
Dude, that's so mean!
Alright, I'll get under the table. You can just keep going.
Please don't mess with me.
No!
Virtually no sleep. I got little winks in, but nothing substantial.
Yeah.
I'm like, alright, nobody else is awake. Let me see what I can salvage from this. Let me see if I can, like, maybe make myself presentable. Some way I can, like, just turn this shit around. I go in the bathroom with my bag and I just unload everything on the floor. And I'm like, okay, what can I use? What is not Mike and Ike? And the answer to that question is pretty much nothing. My laptop is fine.
Woo.
My 3DS is fine. I managed to actually play most of Great Cave Offensive in the car.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Anyway, so I'm gonna Barbie this shit. I'm gonna mix and match all the options. I'm gonna try all the exercises and see what fits. And I was doing this very empirical sniff test of like, how ass do I smell with these various combinations? Thankfully, I was able to scrounge up one pair of dry socks. And the best smelling arrangement, which I could scrounge together, was a shirt that I managed to kind of dry off and like un-Mike and Ike a little bit.
That's good.
The shorts I had been wearing the whole time, and another pair of shorts that also existed. And so basically my thought was like, for the good of humanity, I have to go commando. It's the only way.
Did you not try to, like, go to the grocery store? Or...
At the time, it seemed like the right choice, and also I figured the fewer variables, the better.
Yeah.
So, we go to this concert. I insisted that we see the only band on that day card that I had heard of before. I played them for you today, actually. Live. Which is the worst name you could have given a band ever because the word live appears so much in music. It's, like, impossible to find if you look them up.
A minor oversight.
But I was like, it's the only band I know. I'm sick of being told no. We're fucking seeing Live. I don't care. Because they were fucking awesome in the 90s. And there's multiple stages at this concert venue.
Yeah.
That necessitated us, like, not going to the main one until a little bit later. I figured, like, okay, we'll just go to this show, whatever. And they, like, start playing, and within 5 seconds, I look over at them, and they're like... And I'm like, give it a check. After that first song was over, I was also like, like, man, they sounded really good in studio and 30 years ago. Jesus Christ, that band did not age well. But
sad.
Clearly no choice I make is right. Let's just go over to the other venue. And they're like,
No, you've been through hell. Fuck, we'll do this one thing for you. And
I'm like, no, everything I've done is wrong. At least if you're the one that chooses, then it won't be my fault this time when something bad happens. And they're like,
what are the odds?
Where did you go?
I promised them, like, okay, if they play I Alone, we leave immediately. I don't even care. And they're like,
Okay, fine, we accept those terms.
Uh-oh. So we sat at this show through a good 10 songs, if you can even call them that. And they finally played I Alone, almost when the set was over. They butchered it to ribbons. Before they even played it, the guy was like, all right, we should be warmed up enough now for this one.
Oh, no.
Which, just to add insult to injury, nobody was into it. Half the crowd was leaving during the show because it was so bad.
Oh, wow.
I was like, guys, we can go. And they're like, no.
No, we're staying, because it's what you wanted.
And after they play I Alone, we immediately hightail it. And we catch up with everyone else who was also at the Live show, who had left earlier, as they should have. And they're all at the main stage. And there is no hope in hell we're getting close to the front.
Aw.
And it's my fault.
Aw.
So we managed to push and shove our way through most of the crowd. And by the way, my balls are a fucking swamp at this point.
Oh yes, let's not forget that Aidan is commando throughout the entire time.
Yeah, I smell like death. I don't want to describe it in great detail, but
Kind of hot.
Kinda hot.
like, it's just a. Basically, I'm standing the whole time like a soldier at attention, trying to keep my balls firmly between my thighs, keep the smell in the whole day. And because you're in a crowd of people, you're constantly getting bumped into and knocked off balance.
Mosh pit.
Just a bad time all around. And thankfully, we saw Hosier.
Oh, nice.
That show was fucking amazing.
Good.
That made the whole thing worth it. One of the best performers I've ever seen live. They were right. I was blown the fuck away. Like, if you thought he was good in studio, he brings out electric guitars and backup vocalists. Music is a lot harder, a lot louder, and a lot angrier. And it's all the better for it.
And that was with Sweaty Balls.
Yeah, that was with Sweaty Balls.
That was with Sweaty Balls.
And thankfully, in the gutters between songs, and by the way, it's like 85 degrees out there, and we're out there standing for a good about 10 hours.
Yeah.
My balls are very upset.
Ladies, my balls are very upset right now. Can we leave?
Yeah.
We gave him a good scrubbing.
And the worst part of the whole thing, and you guys already know about this,
Do I?
is a couple of weeks ago we were all in the car, all three of us, going to the grocery store, and we have this like communal playlist, right? And a song comes on the playlist, and within the first chord, I'm like, oh, fuck this song. This song sucks cock. And this is way before any of this. But Carter's like, what's wrong with this song? And Nate's like, well, it's so early. And then it gets to the chord, and he's also like, oh yeah, fuck this song. This song sucks ass.
What song was it? I don't even remember this at all.
The song is called Ho Hey.
Oh, yeah.
It's by the Lumineers. Guess who found out that fact when the Lumineers started playing it?
Oh my god. Man, now I want to go there. Lumineers are so good.
Fuck you.
Okay,
Shut up.
honestly,
Lumineers are not bad.
that was a great show.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. The lead singer's voice.
Yeah, his voice is really good.
It, is,
Okay, look.
it aged like fine wine.
The first album, I understand that you don't like that, but when you go to the future albums, they get so much
Look,
better.
I do not.
They do.
I do not mean to knock the Lumineers, but the fact that you sprung into this tangent because of Ho Hey makes me
Unimaginably angry.
I want to strangle you right now.
Yeah, that song is like one of the worst songs ever. However, I didn't mind it live.
Was other people singing it too?
Oh yeah, everybody sang it.
Oh yeah, duh. Yeah. If you did it,
I fucking sang it.
yeah.
But like,
They were like, ho, hey.
just to end just the night with that final kick in my sweaty, greasy, stanky, fucking damn ass balls was just poetic perfection.
Just special.
Some poetic perfection.
The rest of it's nothing too special. We get back in the car after this and drive all the way back home, and I have a new problem, shocker, because there's one final uh-oh about what the floodwater destroyed, and that was, when I got to the hotel room, I'd noticed that it had rusted out my razor.
Oh.
And I had not shaved at that point in 5 days. And I have extremely pissy boy skin, so by day 3 I was already scratching like I was a meth addict on a dent.
Oh no.
So for that entire 5-hour car ride, I had to do Batman neck. Remember when I got back and you were like, hey, and I was like,
Yeah, you looked really upset. I was like, alright, you need to be left alone.
I ran right to the bathroom and shaved.
Okay,
that was the
got
first thing I did, but it was 13 hours of like Infinity War when Doctor Strange is like in that machine and there's needles going in from all angles. That was my face.
Yeah, when you came in, I was, oh, that trip was bad, but I didn't know that it was that bad.
Yes.
You did not look okay, and I was like, alright, I don't want to mess with him.
I needed some. Oh, I forgot about an uh-oh. This is in Act 2. Remember how I said that the Takis were a problem?
Oh yeah.
In addition to that night of me being woken up by the air thing, I also had flamey, steamy poos all night because all that was in my body was Takis.
Oh god, man.
So that was my vacation. Hope you all enjoyed my little diatribe.
Vacation with the boys is better than vacation with the girls. This is a life lesson that we have learned today.
I sometimes forget that I am a guy who is pretty flimsy looking, traveling with 3 girls.
Yeah.
And wearing, you've seen my socks, they're all fucking rainbows.
Oh.
In the South.
Yeah, in the South. South.
Ah.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, I thought it was a cultural thing. I was like, I didn't think it was a smell. Because I knew that, like, in the South, they're very, very judgmental about that type of thing.
I caught so many dirty looks from people I knew and didn't.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I was a public menace, all because of a little fucking rainwater.
Well, anyway, let's quell these hard feelings with some hard to digest food.
Yeah.
Alright, so, Aidan, you didn't have one of these yet, so you can
I'll
have
take a blueberry.
you can pick one.
I have a choice between s'mores and white chocolate raspberry. Well, I know better than to go for the fruity ones with these fucking things.
Well, that's a shame for me.
Blueberry.
I'll take the s'mores.
So the poem will be an acrostic. Do you know what an acrostic is?
Remind me.
So you've probably done this in school, but like it's where you write a word down and then you use the letters from the word to make different words.
Gotcha. Do you follow it?
Do you follow it?
Okay.
So like if it was like egg, it would be excellent giant growth. That would be the poem. Yeah.
Okay.
You got it. Cool. Oh god, this smells really good with 20 grams of protein.
Like the shit that holds this together has to.
It's very sticky. Like you could slap somebody with it, it will stick to your cheek.
I feel like this will kill me if I eat it.
Get a whiff of that.
Or
Oh, that's bad. That's like a marker.
smells like chicken feed.
I think mine is actually the least offensive this time.
Really?
It's not great, but
not
maybe it'll surprise me.
Okay.
Let's dig in.
Yeah. One bite for each of us.
Oh,
this one's so stringy.
ew.
Anyway, time to throw it away. I do not need all these calories.
Anyway, fuck off. This episode is probably going to be the longest episode that we've ever had.
That was the easiest fucking poem of my life.
Really?
One thing I will say though, in the dead between shows at that concert, I listened to our podcast.
Oh, really?
The episodes were the perfect length for that like block of time between performers.
Oh,
Yeah, it was wonderful.
I'm done.
Okay, I did RX bar. Really exceptionally bad and rancid.
I like that. That's really good.
Okay, so my word was s'more because I had the s'more flavor.
Yep.
So here we are, my first break of this session. Oh my god, Resident Evil 3 end poem.
What? Oh my god, Resident Evil 3. Oh!
End poem.
Because that one was okay, my mind was able to wander a little bit.
Wow, that was...
It's a moment of lucidity, I understand.
Yeah.
There's something beautiful about that.
God damn it.
You like that?
This one, I don't know if we can read these together, actually.
Yeah, you can't read it together.
We can try. I'll just read really slow.
Okay.
Okay.
So here we are. My first break of this session. Oh my god! Resident Evil 3 end poem. So, what do you think?
So, Nate, I like yours, but it sucks that, like, the O and the R and the E doesn't really represent the bar.
I told you how it represents the bar. Were you not listening?
Resident Evil 3, what does it have to do with the bar?
Because the other bars were fucking disgusting, right?
Yeah.
Because this one was alright, I was able to take my mind off it and, like, think of other things.
I guess I understand, yeah.
Good.
Cool, Aidan wins.
Yay!
I understand, but...
I'll take it!
So yeah, Resident Evil 3 fans are seething right now.
Anyway, chicken nugget bit, Resident Evil 3.
I haven't played it.
I haven't. What do you guys have for chicken nugget bit?
Well, we probably have the same thing.
Yeah.
So, do you want it or should I take it? I feel like I've been very loud this episode, so I might.
I guess I'll kick it off while we were waiting for Carter to get back from work to film this episode.
After the lawnmower fiasco, yeah.
We decided to watch a movie because that was like the perfect interval of time.
Mm-hmm.
We watched The Dark Knight. As someone who this was my first viewing of the movie, so it's been like 15 goddamn years since it came out.
Yeah, right on the money.
Despite its relative age, possibly the best superhero movie I've seen. One of the best movies I've seen, period.
I would agree with that.
I was glued to the screen the entire time. Everything just kind of works.
Yeah, it is an amazingly complex movie. Like, no detail is unwarranted, feels out of place, and the shit they do with some of the characters is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I would say we shouldn't worry about spoilers because it's 15 years old, but my ass hadn't seen it, so I'm gonna...
It's like one of those movies where I don't care. I would hate to ruin the experience for somebody. If you haven't seen it, it is 150% worth your time. It is amazing.
Yeah, I'll vouch for it. I know fuck all about Batman.
Yeah. It's more or less a crime movie than a superhero movie if you really think about it.
I feel pretty good about that one. Carter!
Hi, how's it going?
Say something.
I asked you a question.
Say something.
Okay, fine. For my chicken nugget bit, because Aidan was gone and I was a bored piece of shit, Nate and I decided to play some Mario Party.
You would.
However, because Mario Party is very repetitive, we spiced it up a little bit. So Nate and I have been working on a project. While we play Mario Party, we go through the game playlist, and based on what song it is, we have to do a specific action.
The game playlist, you say?
The game playlist, yeah, it's full of 1,700 songs. So, for example, if it was a Super Mario game, we had to do 10 jumping jacks, and if we were playing a mini game, we had to drop the controller and we had to do it, so it might mess us up. There was one where we had to, like, not look at the screen for the entire turn.
Oh, shit.
My favorite one, it hasn't rolled yet, but if a Plants vs. Zombies song plays, we get to go to McDonald's.
That is the rules.
There are only 2 Plants vs. Zombies songs out of the 1,700 songs. However, if we hit the jackpot...
Well, it'll never happen then.
If we hit the jackpot, we will go to McDonald's.
Also, there are more than 2 good songs on that soundtrack. You got Loon Boon. You got Dr. Zomboss.
Yeah, put that one.
You got the roof theme. If the pool theme weren't like 10 minutes long, I'd say that one's pretty good.
Yeah, that's why I didn't put it on.
Yeah, inconsequential. It's still rare enough that we won't have to go to McDonald's every session.
If a Mario Kart song plays, we have to play a minigame. The person who loses has to, like, close their eyes for the entire turn or whatever.
God, this sounds horrible.
It is very horrible.
We're still refining
We're
it.
still refining it, but...
Can you make a game that's not torture once, Carter?
If you are on the YouTube, look at Pain or Gain. Those are my favorite games so far.
Yeah, Carter's made 2 games for us, and both of them were really, really good.
Actually, I made 3 games for you guys, but you guys won't play bullshit Uno, so...
You did not make bullshit Uno.
I did make bullshit.
Then you're an asshole.
Dude, you can just win the game.
There's like these cards where you can just do anything.
Yeah, the blank space, it's an all-God card, so you can do whatever you
You
want.
can just like win the game.
Yeah.
God.
It's so funny.
But yeah, watch The Dark Knight immediately. I don't care what you're doing. If you have a wedding, if you're getting married this week, sorry.
Hit that bell first, though. All right, let's. I guess let's get this wrapped up. What do we got?
Oh wait, I wanted to show you a thing. I put together a little chart.
A chart? What?
Oh, cool.
Spiced chicken sandwich wins.
Oh, I've won too many times.
Yeah, you've won the most.
I did not know.
Oh, Jesus.
I just caught up to Nate.
I like Nico getting that dub.
Yeah, I was tied with Nico for quite a long time. Carter has currently won 5 times.
Really?
Nate,
I feel like I haven't hosted 5 times. Really?
well, I believe 2 of your wins were during episode 6.
Oh, got it.
Nate and I are both at 3 now, and Nico's got 1.
Nico's got a lot of catching up to do. That's really funny.
Okay, so I guess
Well,
I guess that does it.
I guess that's it.
This is your episode, right? Yeah, you can go ahead and play us off.
Till next time. Bye, guys. Bye.
This is the goodbye ending.
This is the goodbye ending.
Act 4!
Act 4.
Walking naked, I tripped and fell on a hot poker and my balls got scorched.
No wonder why people were looking at me weird.
That's a perfect outro.
Okay, great. I'll fade out to that. Oh wow, didn't see you there. Sorry. Hey.
Ow! Hi, Aidan. What are you doing here?
Oh, nothing. Just subscribing to Spice Chicken Sandwich on every platform it's available on.
What? I thought it was only on YouTube.
No, it's on so many platforms. Spotify, Google, Apple, Podcast, and many more.
What about Google Plus?
No.
No!
Hi, Nate. How are you doing?
Oh my God, what's up?
Did you know there's a new episode every other week?
What?
I know!
Holy fuck!
I only date girls who are subscribed on YouTube and Spotify. I can probably cut that into something.
Okay.